Marshfield Community Media's coverage of MHS athletics is proudly presented by Be Home Fine Consignment. With locations in Marshfield and Duxbury, Be Home is your exclusive consignment shop displaying fine home furnishings, decorative accessories, and gifts. Be Home accepts consignment items that are high quality and in excellent condition, with the seller receiving 50% of the sale. Be Home is proud to support MCM's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics. If you would like to gain exposure by sponsoring the coverage of Marshfield High School athletics, please reach out to info@marshfieldcommunitymedia.com.
Marshfield Community Media is happy to bring you Marshfield Rams football. We had some technical difficulties fill you in on what you've missed. Both teams have had the ball once, gone 3 and out. This is BC High's second possession, taking over. Second down and 3 from the 27. It'll run to the right. And BC High has picked up the first down out to the 36-yard line on their side of the ball, side of the field. David Snow with you on a Friday night. As mentioned, 2 sets of downs. Nothing really has happened. Both teams went 3 and out. And BC High now 1st and 10 from the 36. Quarterback's going to keep it running to his left and down at the 38-yard line.
Galvin on the keeper, brought down by number 26. Gain of 3 on the play. We'll bring up second down and 7.
It's going to be second down and a 7 to go. Galvin is the quarterback, Max Galvin. And he looks to pass. And makes the completion just inside Marshfield territory. The completion goes out to Marshall Rice.
Knocked out of bounds at the 50-yard.
So BC High moving the ball a little more effectively. Picked up now 2 first downs on their second possession of the evening. Ball, nose of the ball right at the 50. So Galvin steps in. He's a junior. Both of these teams come into this game winless. They're 0-2. Trying to change their fortunes tonight. Marshfield, as you know, at home last year put a beating on BC High. This is a right run by Marshall Rice. And he gets outside and just out of bounds, and we'll look for the spot. Looks like they're going to give him the first down. It's another first down right at about the 40-yard line in Marshfield territory. Marshall Rice with the pickup. BC High looking to move quickly here. Max Galvin out of the shotgun. Has Rice to his right. 2 men out to his left, 1 to his right. And he rolls to his left. Galvin looks downfield, makes a little toss. We got a
Galvin's pass
incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 40. The intended receiver there was McCarron, Hayes McCarron.
Joe Corbo on the cover. He's second down and 10.
Second and 10 now. Galvin, 2 men in the backfield. And the handoff goes to Beerbrutsport. He cuts up, gets a block, on his way, cuts left. Finally brought down from behind. Tackled by Aiden True. But the damage was done. Jacob Barron Broadspot is his name. Number 4. He's a junior. with the big run there, taking it down to the 10. Before the night's done, I'll have that name down. Baron Broodspot. We'll just call him Jake. He takes it down to the 11. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 11. BC High moving the ball effectively. About 5.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. And back to passes Galvin. He's looking in the end zone. He settles for a pass right to about the 10-yard line into the hands of Marshall Rice. Short pickup, if anything.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Jake Ekstrom on that tackle for the Rams. Coming up on 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Second drive of the game for the Eagles, moving the ball effectively. Defense looking to tighten up here for the Rams. Rams in their away uniforms, white with green numerals, white helmets with the green ram horn. Eagles in their maroon shirts, white pants, and gold helmets. Galvin, 1 man in the backfield with him. He's going to spread it. He looks to the back of the end zone. He's going to run it himself right up to the middle, and he's met there at about the 3-yard line, taken down by McAlpine for the Rams. Good tackle there. Met the quarterback right at about the 3-yard line. So 3rd and about 2. BC High can pick up the first down without scoring. Well, defense will have to tighten up here. 2 out to the right. He's got 1 man in the backfield. That's Brody Rice. And Marshall Rice out to the left. And a little toss there to Rice. He's going to find his way into the end zone just inside of the cone. A little toss, sweet as you please. Brody Rice in for the touchdown. BC High goes up 6-0 at the 3:42 mark of this first quarter. So the Eagles move the ball effectively this second drive. They're out for the extra point now. The extra point's going to be attempted by Kennelly. Does the punting as well for the Eagles. He is a senior. Rory Kennelly. And the snap is good. Kick is up, and it is good.
And the kick is good.
So the Eagles draw first blood here tonight. They go up 7-0 on a run from Brody Rice.
Marshfield, nothing.
3-yard touchdown run.
Well, while we have a second, let's take a moment to welcome
And Marshfield will
cheerleader squads. First, the cheerleaders
look to
from
come back in their
Marshfield
second drive of the evening.
And the BC High Eagle cheerleaders from Notre Dame Academy in Hingham.
So as mentioned, the Rams come into this having taken losses up at St. John's Prep in the first game of the season, and during the second game of the season, they fell victim to Methuen in the home opener. 38-28 was the final there. Made a good comeback, got within 2, and then from that point on, things went a little sideways, and they took a 10-point loss at home. BC High has lost to both King Philip and Springfield Cathedral, the defending state champions in Division I, so nothing to be ashamed of there. But they took a pretty good pounding. So we'll see who comes away with their first victory tonight. And the kick is up and on the run goes Nick Couples. He returns it out to about the 27-yard lines. That's where the Rams will take over.
Nick Couples on the return.
Hey guys, I just want to let you know I have an open
Looks like they've given him the 28. Nose of the ball right at the 28-yard line. Anthony Molander will come out for the second drive of the evening for the Rams. We'll look to even up a 7-0 score. Marini looks to be out tonight. He picked up a nick last week. Molander with a quick toss out to Jason O'Keefe. O'Keefe turns, gets to about the 30 with forward progress. So a pickup of 2, it'll be 2nd and 8 from the 30.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Molander's got Aiden True in the backfield. Also has Crowley with him back there. Crowley in motion, steps up to the line. The give is to True. True runs to his left, and around the corner he goes and looks to have picked up the first down.
Aiden True on the carry.
This is like looking at a game from Fenway Park.
Knocked out of bounds at the Marshfield 43-yard.
Rams on the move, first down at the 43. And the give there is to Jason O'Keefe, and he gets met and brought back for a loss. Loses about 4 or 5 yards on that. Looks to be 4 yards. Ball back to the 39. It'll be 2nd and 14. Rams moving quickly here.
Loss of 4 on the play.
And Molander looks to pass, steps back. He's going to keep it himself. He runs 40, 41, and going to be taken down at about the 43. And back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Rams.
Brought down by number 24, Josh LaPointe, along with number 44, Tommy O'Connell.
True in the backfield. Molander steps over to get the play.
It will be 3rd down and 10.
3 receivers wide to the left and 1 man to the right. Two minutes to go in this first quarter. Clock running on a big 3rd down and 10 for the Rams, looking to sustain a drive here. Molander awaits the snap. Time's a wasting. And finally, a timeout taken by Marshfield. They're first. Didn't like what they were seeing, so they call the timeout. We'll be right back
Timeout, Marshfield.
with the snap of the ball.
Marshfield Community Media's coverage of MHS athletics is proudly presented by Be Home Fine Consignment. With locations in Marshfield and Duxbury, Be Home is your exclusive consignment shop displaying fine home furnishings, decorative accessories, and gifts. Be Home accepts consignment items that are high quality and in excellent condition, with the seller receiving 50% of the sale. Be Home is proud to support MCM's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics. If you would like to gain exposure by sponsoring the coverage of Marshfield High School athletics, please reach out to info@marshfieldcommunitymedia.com. Marshfield Community Media's coverage of MHS athletics is proudly presented by Be Home Fine Consignment. With locations in Marshfield and
So on
Duxbury,
4th and 10,
Be
the
Home
Rams,
is your
1:19 to go in the quarter. Molander takes a look at a man in motion. That's O'Keefe. He looks downfield. Blocking's good. Steps up and launches it incomplete. BC High defense holds. The Rams will look to have to
Rudy
punt.
Race on the coverage. It'll bring up 4th down and 10.
Molander staying out on the field, but he punted the first time around. He
Molander
did
stays in to do the
punt,
punting.
so he's assumed the punting role this week. Hasn't been an area of
Back to the
strength thus
Eagles.
far for the Rams. He did get a
Number
decent
11,
punt off
Hayden Karen, along
on his
with number
first
12,
attempt.
Jackson Richard.
And we get a
have
flag down.
Flag on the play.
It's going to go against BC High, it looks like.
We have an illegal substitution on BC High.
And they're going to march off 5 yards,
So that now will make it 4th down and 5.
making it 4th down
From
and
the
5.
Marshfield 48.
See if the Rams handle it any differently. Still in the punt formation. Quarterback as punter. Makes for some intrigue. Snap is high. Pops down into the hands of Molander, who gets it away. Decent kick down to the 15, 16. And on the run and taken down.
Hayes McCarron with the return.
It was Hayes McCarron. He gets it out to the 27-yard line, maybe the 28.
Brought down at the
BC High will possess the ball for the third time this evening.
First and 10 from the Eagles, from their own 28.
Led by quarterback Max Galvin. Late stages, first quarter, 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Galvin. He's got two wide, two in the backfield, and man in motion now. And the give is to Rice. Rice dances around a little bit and is brought down there. Aiden Truin on the tackle.
Gain of 1 on the play. Marshall Rice on the carry.
Sal Main in on the tackle. Teddy Stevens. Pickup of about 1. It's going to be 2nd and a long 9 for the Eagles. The Ram defense looks to hold here. Rice to the right of Galvin. Takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's got men downfield, well covered. And he's going to toss it down, and it's going to fall incomplete, out of bounds into the Ram bench. Solid coverage there on the right side. Will Devine out there in coverage.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Eagles.
Game tonight coming from W.B. Mason Stadium on the campus of Stonehill College. Galvin's got Rice behind him. That's Brody Rice, who scored the touchdown that separates the two teams right now. And takes the snap, a little pitch to Rice. He gets out to his right, and good containment there. Brought down. Jack Regan in on that one. He sniffed that out, stepped up, and rode Rice down. Some good coverage there from Regan.
And that'll be the end of the first period of play.
And BC High.
BC High call.
Takes a timeout.
Marshfield called timeout. There's 8 seconds remaining in the quarter. Rory Kennelly into punt. Jason O'Keefe back
BC High.
for Marshfield.
Kennelly ready to punt. Snap into his hands. Up it goes. Fair catch called for at the 43 by Jason O'Keefe. That's where the Rams are going to take over at their own 43. Good defensive set from Marshfield there.
I guess there's
So
now it's the
ready
end
for
of
the
the first
second
quarter.
quarter here.
With the score, BC High 7, Marshfield nothing.
Marshfield takes possession of the ball for their third time tonight. Moved the ball a little bit in their second possession. First possession, they went 3 and out. So the offense.
Marshfield Community Media's coverage of MHS athletics is proudly presented by Be Home Fine Consignment. With locations in Marshfield and Duxbury, Be Home is your exclusive consignment shop displaying fine home furnishings, decorative accessories, and gifts. Be Home accepts consignment items that are high quality and in excellent condition, with the seller receiving 50% of the sale. Be Home is proud to support MCM's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics. If you would like to gain exposure by sponsoring the coverage of Marshfield High School athletics, please reach out to info@marshfieldcommunitymedia.com.
Outside the Marshfield 40.
Second down and about 6 for the Rams. Man in motion is O'Keefe. And Molander keeps it, runs up the middle. Crosses into BC High territory. Picks up the first down at the 47-yard
Gain of about 7 on the
First
play.
and
It'll
10
be good
for the Rams.
Marshfield
A run
first
by
down.
Molander, who keeps it himself.
Brendan Ryan on the
Rams looking to
tackle.
move quickly here. Got a man in motion, and the give is to Couples. He turns upfield and just gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Couples on the reception. No gain on the play. Make it second down.
Early stages of the
10
second
from the
quarter.
BC High
BC High
46.
leading by 7 on a touchdown run by Rice. Molander has True with him in the backfield, in for the injured Marini. Pass goes out on the flat and skips in front of the intended receiver. That's Charlie Carroll.
Landers pass. Intended for number 13, Charlie Carroll.
It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Rams from the Eagles' 46-yard line.
Was actually John Hine on the coverage. 3rd down and 10.
Little toss by Molander and just out of the hands of True.
Landers pass is complete.
Play never really got going. So it looks like the Rams are going to have to punt. They'll certainly be in a punt formation.
All right, bring up 4th down and 10. Melinda stays at the punt.
Anthony Molander handling the punting duties. He's had 2 good punts so
Number
far
11,
tonight.
Hayes McCarron, along with number 12, Jackson Richard.
And snap a little high, brings it down and gets it away. And ball takes a BC High bounce. We're going to have to jump on that quickly. Finally get to it at the 36-yard line.
Ball is finally down.
Unfortunate bounce there is going to cost them a few yards. BC High will take over on their 4th possession of the
At the
evening.
BC High 36-yard line. He will take over first and 10
When they do,
at their own 36.
about 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to add to a 7-0 lead. Max Galvin out of the shotgun. He's got Rice to his right. 3 receivers out to his left and 1 to his right. And he looks right, and he's going to run it. Tucks it away to the 45, and down he goes. Tackle made there by McAlpine,
Galvin on the keeper. Gain of 5.
along with Casali.
Second down and 5.
Second
It's
and
outside
a
the 40.
long 5. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right, and the give eventually to Rice and contained and dragged down there. McAlpine in on that tackle. Tim Scott got to him first. Chris Scott, sorry.
In the backfield, by
Chris
number
Scott got to
91,
him
Chris Scott.
first, and then McAlpine drove it in from there. A loss on the play, ball at the 39-yard line.
It'll be third
It's going to
down
make a
and
3rd and
about
7 for the Eagles.
at the 39-yard.
Galvin again, 3 to his left, 1 to the right, and 1 in the backfield. He's got time, rolls to his right, rolling, and slips a pass in that's incomplete. Will Devine in on the coverage,
Galvin's pass incomplete.
breaking that one up at
Intended
midfield.
for the Aaron Boot spot. Broken up by
Should
number
force the
24.
Eagles to punt on
Will
4th
Devine.
down.
And there's a penalty on the play. It was holding against the Eagles. Penalty is declined.
There was a flag on the play. It looked like a hold against BC High. And of course that was declined by Coach Aruka, who wants to get the ball back. Jason O'Keefe deep for the Rams. Punter Keneally in for BC High. He'll be kicking away. 9:16 to go in the second quarter. And the punt is away. O'Keefe calls for a fair catch and reels it in at about the 17-yard line. That's where they're going to put it.
And Marshfield will take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Rams will look to get something going on offense here. It's been a struggle to this point. Molander got a man in motion, and the give is to True. True runs, stutters at the 15, turns upfield, and breaks it to about the 19-20 yard line. Looks like they're going to give him the 20.
Aiden True on the carry.
Be a gain of 3 for
Brought
Aiden
down
True.
by number 44, Tommy O'Donnell.
As mentioned, in for
Along
Jack
with number
Marini,
12.
who picked up an injury
Jackson
last
Lucy.
week in the game against Methuen. Stays in the backfield with Molander.
And along
3 to the right, and he throws to his left and just throws it
Landed
over
pass incomplete.
Charlie Carroll's outstretched hand.
Intended for Charlie
It's going to be a
Carroll.
3rd down and 7.
Marshall Rice on the cap coverage. Nope, that would be Brody Rice on the coverage. 3rd down and along 7.
2 men out to the right, 2 to the left. 1 in the backfield. Molander looks downfield. He tucks it away and then throws downfield. And catch is made. And it will be enough for a 1st down out to the 32-yard line.
Brady Cowie. It's good for a Marshfield 1st down. Ball just outside.
Catch was made by Crowley.
On the 31-yard line.
And now Molander on the move, tosses it out on the flat into the hands of Jason O'Keefe, who's dragged down at the 30. It's going to be a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Hine on the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Just under 8.5 to go in the half. O'Keefe in motion, and we got
Flag
movement,
on the play.
and that's going to go against the
Illegal
Rams.
motion on Marshfield.
It's going to back them
Be
up a little
5-yard
bit.
penalty.
Back to the
Will now make it
26-yard
2nd
line.
and 15 from the Marshfield 25.
2nd and 15 now. Molander looks, rolls to his right, finds a man out in the flat and just can't connect with Crowley there.
Forced to scramble. His pass is incomplete.
It's going to be 3rd and 10.
To bring up 3rd down and 15.
It's 3rd and 15. Man in motion. And the give eventually to Couples. And that play goes nowhere. Loses some yardage in the process.
Met in the backfield by number
The
32.
Rams offense unable to get on
John
track.
Hine. Loss of a couple on the play.
Molander back out to punt. He's standing on the 13-yard line on his side of the
Molander
field.
stays into punt. Richard
Snap is up, a little high, brings it down, and gets a decent kick away. Takes a Marshfield bounce to start with. It's going to stay on the Marshfield side of the field and go out at about the 48-yard line. Looks like the 47 is going to be the spot. And that's where BC High will take over.
At the Marshfield 47.
Holding to a 7-0 lead here in the first half.
6:41 remaining in the first half of play.
6:41 to go in the half. Galvin at quarterback. He's got Rice with him. Got two wide receivers out on both sides. Man in motion. And pass goes and is complete.
Andrew Toland on the reception.
Goes to Toland. Andrew Toland pulls that one in. His first reception of the night.
On the tackle. Second down and 2.
It's going to be 2nd and 3 for the Eagles. Ball sitting at the 39-yard line. And there's a little shovel pass to Rice. He steps forward, picks up the first down a little bit more, steps inside down to the 32-yard line. Looks like he's going to mark him at the 33.
Brody Rice on the carry. Gain of 5 on the play.
Why don't we split the difference now and say he's at the 34?
First and 10
Eagles looking to move
at the
quickly here.
34-yard line.
Galvin steps back, takes the signals. He's got 3 wide to his left. Man in the backfield is Rice, and Marshall Rice out to the right. Brody Rice to his left, Marshall to his right, and right on cue, Brody steps to his right. Galvin completes the pass to Marshall Rice down to the 21-yard line. That's going to be another BC High first down. Moving the ball effectively here.
Gain of 14 on the play.
We get under 6 minutes to go on the half.
21-yard line.
Galvin takes a look. And rolls to his right. And incomplete. Ran out of room there. McCarron was the intended receiver. Yeah, Gio Joseph in on that coverage.
Second down and 10 for the Eagles. Just outside the 21-yard line.
5:24 to go in this first half. BC High's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Little pass across the middle. Up, turns in. We got a flag on the play. Let's hope it's a hold.
The Aaron Brute spot on the, but there are flags on the play.
Flag came from out of the end zone, upfield. Beer and Brood Sport. And
Illegal block against the Eagles.
call is going to go against BC High. That's going to rescue the Rams here. It's an illegal block. And that's going to march the Eagles back. And more importantly, it saves the Ram from going down 2 scores here. Ball goes all the way back to the 26-yard line. 5:15 to go.
Now it'll be 2nd and 15.
It's going to be 2nd down and about 15.
From the 27.
Pass down deep, just out of the outstretched hands of the intended receiver. Some good coverage there from Will Devine.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 15 for the Eagles.
Intended receiver there. He's Toland. Found himself down the middle. And Devine comes through in coverage. Third and 15 now for the Eagles. From the 26. Galvin calls for it, and the give us to Rice, a reverse into the hands of McCarron. McCarron turns upfield. Rams got to make a tackle here. Ball goes all the way down to the 10. It's going to result in a 1st down for the Eagles. So the reverse gets it done. Starts with Rice, then quickly flipped over to Hayes McCarron. McCarron ran to his left, pushed out finally at the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st down and goal to goal, just inside the 10. Galvin's got 2 men out to his left, 1 man in the backfield with him. He's going to look to roll to his right and throws it down to the 7-yard line, finds McCarron there. McCarron turns upfield and punches it in for a touchdown. Boston College High steps into a 13-0 lead on a pass from Galvin to McCarron. Little toss inside the 10, and McCarron was able to turn upfield and burn it into the end zone. Rory Kennelly comes out for the extra point out of the hold of Brady Lane. Kick is up, and it is good. 14-0 Boston College High School over your Marshfield Rams. We'll be back with the kick of the ball. 4:50 to go in this half.
Marshfield Community Media's coverage of MHS athletics is proudly presented by Be Home Fine Consignment. With locations in Marshfield and Duxbury, Be Home is your exclusive consignment shop displaying fine home furnishings, decorative accessories, and gifts. Be Home accepts consignment items that are high quality and in excellent condition, with the seller receiving 50% of the sale. Be Home is proud to support MCM's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics. If you would like to gain exposure by sponsoring the coverage of Marshfield High School athletics, please reach out to info@marshfieldcommunitymedia.com.
Carroll back for Marshfield.
After a 10-yard touchdown from Max Galvin to Hayes McCarron, BC High ready to kick to the Marshfield Rams. Keneally puts the ball in the air right down the middle, and it's fielded there at the 3. To the 10, 15, turning upfield. We get a flag that comes in late. A little pushing going on upfield. Return by Charlie Carroll. See what the call is. Looks like a personal foul going against the Rams, not what they needed. It's going to back the Rams up to start this drive.
So we have an illegal block against Marshfield. Slide the foul, half the distance to the goal line.
Take them back to about the 3.5-yard line.
At their own 4-yard
Trailing 14-0. And on the run, True to the 12, breaks out, picks up about 7 yards there. Good 1st down play.
Brendan Ryan leading the tacklers.
For whatever reason, the clock didn't move.
Gain of 9 on the play, second down and 1.
Two-man in the backfield with Molander. Now man goes in motion. And the snap goes over Molander's head. He picks it up and tries to turn upfield and meets a whole gang of Eagles. Stays on his feet and picks up a yard. Clock will continue to roll. Molander did well to pick it up and gain anything out of that. It was a disaster to begin with. True in the backfield now.
About 6 on the play, third down and 7.
Man in motion. A little stutter step there from Nick Couples. Carroll out to the left. O'Keefe comes over to the left as well. Two men out to the right. True in the backfield with Molander. And finally, timeout taken by the Rams.
Marshfield takes timeout. That's their
On third down.
third and final timeout of the first half. BC High still has 3 remaining.
.304 to go in the second half. 14-0 BC High. Rams facing third down here. Need to get the ball out past the 15 to maintain possession. And Molander's going to step forward, finds a man. It was O'Keefe. He takes a big hit. And they're calling it incomplete. Are going to have to punt from deep in their own neighborhood. Pass into the hands of O'Keefe. He took a big hit right as the ball got to him. Ball's incomplete. Molander to kick, standing in his end zone. And snap. Into the hands of Molander, looking for a good bounce here out to the 30, and it's going to die right there at the 31. So some good field position for BC High, who already have a 14-point lead. We're inside of 3 minutes to go, 2:56 in the second quarter.
2:46 remaining in the first half of play.
BC High touchdowns came from Brody Rice in the first quarter, and then just recently from Hayes McCarron on a 10-yard pass play from Galvin. Rams really unable to get much going on offense. The BC High defense has been stingy. Galvin is going to look downfield. He's got time. He tucks it away. He runs and just taken down from behind there by Jake Ekstrom. Before he could get going too far, he did pick up, looks to be about 4 yards, and Ekstrom ran him down.
Second down and 7.
Ball now to 28. Snap, back to Galvin. He looks to throw down the middle of the field, incomplete. And once again, Will Devine in on the coverage. No flag on the play. Jawing going back and forth there between Toland and Devine. And Devine's been sharp in coverage tonight. Third down and about 7. Galvin looks, and he's got a man up in his face and lofts a little pass successfully up to Baron Broodsport. Picks up the first down a lot more. A little drop pass right into the middle, just beyond coverage, just over the line. And Baron Broodsport just takes it down to about the 11-yard line, 12-yard line. First down for the Eagles, on the move again. Late stages of this first half. Galvin looks to throw into the end zone. That's going to fall incomplete, as his receiver had broken off the route intended for Brody Rice. Gio Joseph on that coverage. Second down and 10 from the 12. 1:40 to go in the half. And officials called a quick stop and play. Now they've started it back up again. Galvin looks to throw to his left, and it goes incomplete. Pass was intended for Brody Rice. It's going to be third down and 10. Galvin under pressure there. He had McAlpine up in his face.
At the Marshfield 12.
Third and 10. See if the Ram defense can hold true here. Third down's been a bugaboo so far tonight for this defense. Galvin's got 3 men to the right. He's going to look to throw it, and now he turns and pulls it away, puts it down, and he fumbles. He leaves it on the carpet. We'll see who comes up with it. Looks like BC High was able to fall on it. Rice was able to fall on it. That's Marshall Rice after Galvin fumbled. Ball sits right on the 10-yard line. And Kennelly comes out. Rory Kennelly. He's going to attempt a 28-yard field goal. 27-yard field goal. And kick is up. And it is good. Kennelly, 27-yard field goal. Makes it 17-0 Eagles with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go in the half.
And BC High with 45 seconds remaining. Now lead 17-0.
So Kennelly, fresh off of his 27-yard field goal, will be kicking away to the Rams.
Back to Marshfield, number 9, Nick Couples, and number 13, Charlie.
Late stages of this first half. We'd love to get something going on offense here. They don't have a lot of time to do it. Windy night at W.B. Mason Stadium on the campus of Stonehill College in northeastern Massachusetts. Kennelly, right-footed kicker, steps into it, right down the middle, and it's fielded at the 3, 10, 15, 20, turns inside, 25, 30, out to the 32. Good return there from Jason O'Keefe, the senior. About a 30-yard return.
Brought down by number
We'll spot it right at the 32, it looks like. Let's see. Maybe the 31. Nose of the ball right at the 31. Rams will have 37 seconds to work with here. 34 seconds. They adjust the clock. 34 seconds. Have to move quickly. And True runs it up the middle, out to the 39-yard line. Good hard running there from Aiden True, the backup running back, stepping in for Jack Marini, who's down with an injury. Molander's got True to his right. Man in motion is O'Keefe. He's going to take that little handoff and try to slip up field, and comes up a little short of the first down. Inside of a half a minute, and the clock continues to wind. Rams will be just going to let the clock run down and let the half come to a close. So that's where the first half's going to wrap up. After one half of play, it's Boston College High School 17, Marshfield High 0. We'll be back for second half action. Thanks for joining us on Marshfield Community Media.
Marshfield Community Media's coverage of MHS athletics is proudly presented by Be Home Fine Consignment. With locations in Marshfield and Duxbury, Be Home is your exclusive consignment shop displaying fine home furnishings, decorative accessories, and gifts. Be Home accepts consignment items that are high quality and in excellent condition, with the seller receiving 50% of the sale. Be Home is proud to support MCM's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics. If you would like to gain exposure by sponsoring the coverage of Marshfield High School athletics, please reach out to info@marshfieldcommunitymedia.com.
Just a reminder that BCI and the MIAA are proud supporters of sportsmanship at the high school level. Please be courteous to all players, coaches, players.
WB Mason Stadium in northeastern Massachusetts on the campus of Stonehill College. Second half action, MIAA boys varsity football between the Marshfield Rams and BC High Eagles. Marshfield trails 17-0 after a first half where BC High was very stingy on defense and was able to move the ball 3 different times on offense. And Rams are going to receive this second half kick. It'll be Kennelly to kick for the Rams. He steps into it at the 40. And it's a short kick trying to catch the Rams napping, but fielded there by Jack Regan, who just puts it away, and the Rams will take the good field position to start out this second half.
Jack Regan.
They made a decent second half comeback last week in the game versus Methuen. Got all the way back within 2 points with about 7 minutes left. Was unable to get a 2-point conversion. Ended up losing that game by 10 points to a talented Methuen team. So a lot of work to be done here. Anthony Molander steps in at quarterback. David Snow with you on a Friday night on Marshfield Community Media. The handoff is faked. Molander throws down the middle, steps into it. He's got a man, and that's Charlie Carroll. He's going to go in. Charlie Carroll, touchdown. A very excited Charlie Carroll jumps into the arms of Tommy Kelly. And just like that, the Rams are back into this one.
63-yard touchdown pass.
Molander faked a handoff and then just launched a pass downfield. He had a wide open Charlie Carroll who was off to the races, scampered into the end zone, and the Rams are on the board here at Stonehill College. 17-6, and looks like they're going to line up. They're spreading the field
Marshfield will go for 2.
and going to go for 2, it would appear. And now Molander goes into the hold position, and it's going to be Tom Kelly.
Number 12, Tom Kelly. Melinda holding.
He kicks it. It is up, and it is no good. It goes wide to the right. So after the long touchdown by Charlie Kelly on on a pass from Molander.
Marshfield 6.
Rams are on the board. They trail by 11. Quick start to this second half. Wasting no time. First play from scrimmage in the second half. So BC High tried to short kick it. Rams take advantage of that field position and able to punch it in. Charlie Carroll dancing around the end zone after his touchdown. And now the Rams will kick away from their 35. Always a pretty good second half club. See if they can continue to make some inroads here.
Marshall Rice.
Yeah, BC High touchdowns from Rice and McCarron, a 27-yard field goal from Kennelly, and touchdown just now from Marshfield to get on the board on a reception by Charlie Carroll. Tom Kelly gonna kick this one away for the Rams. Steps to the 40 and kicks it right down the middle, skips down to the 15. It's fielded there by Rice. Rice moves to his left, up to the 30, 35, dances out to the 36, 37-yard line. It's going to go right to the 36 is where they're going to spot it. BC High with their first possession of the second half.
36. BC High will take over first and 10 at their own 36.
Rams defense will look to contain and get that offense back out on the field. Galvin at quarterback. Had a good first half. And a little shovel pass out there to Brody Rice. Turns it upfield for a gain of about 3. 2, maybe 3. Ball spotted at the 38-yard line. So 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 from the 38.
Gain of 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 8.
Galvin looks to the sideline. Got Rice in the backfield with him. Snap goes over his head. It's loose on the carpet. He covers it, but he loses about 11 yards in the process, down to the 25-yard line. Rams will take that break.
Loss of 13 yards on the play.
Snap, he was still looking at the sideline. The snap came. He was able to fall on it after losing 11 yards. So good break there for the Rams.
Back at the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Look to change their momentum here in the second half. This is a 3rd down play. 3rd and about 21. Galvin turns upfield, launches a pass down the middle, and it is caught a little bit shy of the first down. Close enough that BC High will likely go for it, even though it's on their side of the ball, which will be a big play. They're going to step up to the line. See if they just try to draw him offside and call a timeout, or if they're going to run a play. It looks like they're probably going to run a play. Galvin calls for it out of the shotgun. And the give is to Rice. He fumbles it forward. In any event, the Rams are going to get the ball back. So a little toss and a fumble by Rice.
BC High recovered, but it was 4th down.
BC High not taking good care of the ball here at the start of the second half. The Rams will take advantage of that all day long. They're going to take the ball over at the 44-yard line of BC High, their best starting field position of the evening.
1st and 10 for
Trying to cash in on the momentum of their last offensive play, which was a long touchdown from Molander to Charlie Carroll. things starting to swing here in the way of the Rams. They'll look to capitalize. Rams already down their starting running back, Jack Marini. Aiden True stepped in, been admirable in that role. He takes the handoff right on cue, steps up the middle and picks up about 8, almost 9, down to the 36-yard line. Second and short for the Rams. True on the gallop for 8 yards. Kelly out to the right. The give to True, and he is wrestled immediately. Maybe loses a half a yard. Looks like they're going to give him the line of scrimmage. Yep. So it's going to be 3rd and short here. 2 plays to get this, if you know the Rams offense. Ever dangerous. Aiden True runs to his right. He's got a hole. He's down to the 25. Steps inside. Carries a man with him. All the way down for a first down at the 17-yard line. Aiden True.
on the
Defensive stalwart. Stepping into the role. Backup running back. Admirably with the first down. Molander calls for it. Back to True. The hot hand. Steps upfield. He's going to stall right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe loses about a half a yard on that one.
Brendan Ryan on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
2nd down and 10. Molander sends Kelly in motion. O'Keefe to the right. He looks for O'Keefe across the middle, rolling across his body. He's going to have to get rid of it. He's going to just toss it out of bounds. Takes a hit after he gets rid of it. No flag there. He took a hit from John Ryan.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Third and 10. I would think again we're in 2-down territory. Molander's got True in the backfield, and he gives it to True, who runs up the middle down to about the 12-yard line.
Aiden True on the carry. Cameron King on the tackle. Gain above 5 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 5.
And the give to True again on a delay. He moves forward, and will forward progress leave him short? Yes, it will. So Rams take it all the way down inside the 10-yard line, but unable to pick up the first down. Drive stalls at the 9. Still plenty of time to go in this one. In the 3rd quarter.
Eagles take over and down. 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line.
There is 7 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. BC High takes over on downs just before the 9-yard line. Galvin in the back. He's got Rice with him. Calls for it. Looks crossfield. He's got a man down the middle. Pass complete into the arms of Andrew Tolan. Eventually taken down by Will Devine. Big first down play. Gets the Eagles out of trouble and into Marshfield territory at the 49. 1st and 10 from the 49. Long pass to Tolan.
Galvin to Tolan. 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the Marshfield 49-yard line.
Galvin with the handoff to right. He keeps it himself, pulls it back, and runs for 5 yards down to the 44-yard line.
Max Galvin on the keeper. Gain
It'll
of
be second
almost
and
5 on the
4.
play. Second down and a long
Closer to 5 yards.
Just inside the 40.
To the spot, just inside the 45. Ball's going to get to the 39. Oh, 5.5 yards to go. Galvin's got Rice with him in the backfield. 3 wide receivers out to his left, 1 to the right. He looks to the left. He gets it to Tolan across the middle again. Tolan picks up the first down and dives forward down to about the 34.
Tolan on the reception.
BC High moving the ball effectively. Tolan
Gain about 9 on the play.
hurting them across the middle
BC
here.
High, first down. Just inside the Marshfield 35. Closer to the 34.
Rice with the handoff, and he
Rice
dives
on the carry.
forward to the original line of scrimmage.
Jake Ekstrom on the tackle.
Clock running, about 5.5 to go in the third quarter.
It'll be now second down and a little more than 10.
Second down and 10. 35-yard line. Galvin looks downfield, trying to find a man. He's got somebody up in his face. And pass broken up by McAlpine. The pressure was applied there by McCarthy. McCarthy was up in the face of Galvin, putting the pressure on.
It'll bring up third down.
Big third down play here. 3rd and 10. And Keneally's out there practicing field goals. We'll hope he doesn't get a chance to put that leg to work. He's already got a 28-yard field goal to his credit. He made it 17-0 at the time. 3 wide receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Man in the backfield is Rice. And he's going to pull it down and run it himself. He steps forward, and he's brought down on a nice tackle from Aiden True at the 31. Big tackle there from Aiden True. And BC High is in a spot on the field with an 11-point lead where you're prone to go for it on 4th.
Bring up 4th down and 6, just outside the 30-yard line.
4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 2 wide receivers on either side. Rice in the backfield. Galvin takes a look. Got to pick up 5. Got to get it down just inside the 25-yard line to the 24. He looks, he throws to his right, and it's picked off. Picked off by Andre Pina.
Marshfield with the interception. Number
Interception
22,
from Pina.
And Marshfield will take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
With the turnover, the Rams will take over. BC High going for it on 4th down. 3:50 to go in this third quarter. Plenty of time. Rams come out on offense.
All right.
Moving the ball much more
1st and
effectively in the
10
second
at the
half.
16-yard line.
Last drive stalled out at the 9 after the touchdown from Carroll. And in motion is O'Keefe. And pass is going to go out on the flat and just overthrown slightly. Not a lot happening there.
Pass intended for Jason O'Keefe.
It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Josh LaPointe on the cover. It'll bring up have second down and 10.
Snap. And pass out on the flat to True, up to 25, 28. Steps out at about the 28 is what they're going to give him. First down, Marshfield. Aiden True on the reception. Rams on the move.
It's good for a first down. First and 10 at the
3:38 to go in the third. First and 10 at the 28-yard line. Trailing by 11. True with the carry up the middle, 30, 33, and he's going to get reeled in there.
True on the carry.
Forward progress is going to be close to the 34.
Zach Severio leading the tacklers. Gain of 6 on
It's going
the
to be
play.
second and 5.
Second down and 4.
Aiden True. Suitable replacement tonight in that running back position. 3 men to the left. Man in motion, that's O'Keefe. Molander takes a look downfield. He's got a man. That's O'Keefe, who sits on it, reels it in, and goes down for the first down at the 46-yard line. Rams going to move quickly again. Up to the line of scrimmage, trying to catch BC High napping. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Man in the backfield is True. Molander's got all day back there. He's got a man wide open, right into the hands. And away we go. Jason O'Keefe, who reaches for the end zone. They're going to call him short. Going to say the knee went down at the 1. O'Keefe. Big play for the Rams there. Coming right off of a first down, moving quickly. Pass down the middle of O'Keefe, who just let his legs do the work. And judged to have come down at the 1-yard line. Molander. Going to keep it himself. Turns, backs in. Touchdown, Anthony Molander. Rams are back in this one. It's 17-12. Going to line up and go for 2. Molander runs to the sideline to get the call. Anthony Molander with the touchdown. 1 yard, backed it right in, spun into the end zone. Good game in the second half, coming to you from Stonehill College, WB Mason Stadium. Molander calls the play, steps back, got a man in motion, and he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be dragged down there. Big play made by Kubera, Thomas Kubera. Just wrapped up Molander. So the Rams are down 5, 17-12. They have scored the last 12 points of the game, the only 12 points of this second half. Touchdowns from Carroll and Molander. Have them back in this one. Marshfield Community Media happy to bring this one to you from Stonehill College. All BC High in the first half, mostly Marshfield in the second half. Have the Rams back in this one. 2:11 to go in this third quarter. A little bit of life has been breathed into the guys in white. They'll be home next week on Friday night, but we'll deal with that in a little bit. Right now we're going to talk about the kickoff from Kelly. Kicks it right down Broadway. And BC High on the return out to the 20. 25, got loose. Finally wrangled and brought down. Tackle made there after a nice return. That was Brendan Ryan on the return. One of the upbacks who fielded that kick and able to break a couple tackles and get it down into Ram territory down to the 49. Galvin. 2 men out to the left, 2 to the right. Rice in the backfield. And a little shovel to Rice. 49 down to 45. 41 is it looks to be where he went out. Brian Williams was the man on the tackle for the Rams on that kickoff return. I just had to look him up. I want to give him credit because without that tackle, we'd be in dire straits here. So good on you, Brian Williams. All right, 2nd and short here for BC High. Galvin got Rice with him in the backfield. He's going to toss it again to Rice. Rice picks up the first down in a hole, and he steps out of bounds, which is a good thing because he had nothing but green in front of him. Goes out at the 25. Rams defense has to tighten up here in the late stages of this 3rd quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. 1:49 on the clock. 1st and 10 from the 25. Got to stop them or hold them to 3. Galvin's got receivers 2 on each side. And again, that little toss to Rice, he's got 7 yards just to start with on all 3 of these last plays. Gonna have to close up here. They're gonna keep running that until they're stopped.
2nd down and 5 at the Marshfield 20.
Rice picks up 5 there, 2nd and 5 from the 20. This little pitch play, 5 yards downhill. Galvin out of the shotgun with Rice in the backfield. Receivers split. And the give to Rice into the middle. He finds a hole. Brought down short of the 10. Looked to be spotted at about the 11. Clock's going to continue to run.
Brody Rice.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. The 11-yard line.
1st and 10 at the Marshfield 12-yard line.
1:37 to go in the 3rd quarter. Rams going to have to tighten up on defense here. Galvin. He's got Ryan in the backfield with him. Looks to throw to Toland, who cuts across the middle. Toland's open, but the pass goes ahead of him. Looking for a flag he's not going to get. That's Pina in coverage. 2nd and 10.
Bring up 2nd down and 10.
Late stages of this 3rd quarter. Inside of a minute to go. 57 seconds to be exact. Rams with touchdowns from Carroll and Molander to climb back into this game after trailing 17-0.
And BC High will call
a timeout taken by BC High on 2nd and 10 from the 11. We'll come back right after the timeout.
Marshfield Community Media's coverage of MHS athletics is proudly presented by Be Home Fine Consignment. With locations in Marshfield and Duxbury, Be Home is your exclusive consignment shop displaying fine home furnishings, decorative accessories, and gifts. Be Home accepts consignment items that are high quality and in excellent condition, with the seller receiving 50% of the sale. Be Home is proud to support MCM's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics. If you would like to gain exposure by sponsoring the coverage of Marshfield High School athletics, please reach out to info@marshfieldcommunitymedia.com.
Well, BC High coming out of their timeout.
All right, 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 11. Looking to add to a 17-12 lead. Late stages of this 3rd quarter. 57 seconds to go. Galvin Out of the shotgun, looks to his left. He tosses it incomplete, almost picked off there by O'Keefe. Good coverage. Stepped in front of the intended receiver. That's Viren Broodspot.
Pass incomplete. We bring up third down and 10.
We use any excuse to use that name. 3rd and 10 now from the 11. You know they've got a good field goal kicker. He's already got a 27-yard, 28-yard field goal tonight. Galvin looks to throw. He's got a man out on the flat. That's Rice, who cuts back up the middle and is going to be brought down at about the 4. Aiden True on that tackle. McAlpine in on that, as well as Jake Ekstrom.
5-yard line. The Eagles can get a first down.
So on 4th down, BC High's got a decision to make. Do you go up by 8 or do you go for it? Try and pick up either the first down if you get down to the 1, or take the points. And now I think they're trying to decide, do they let the clock run out here on a windy night at Stonehill? And the officials are waving this off, whether it's a timeout or they let the clock run down.
That's their second timeout.
Looks like that's what they
now have 1 remaining.
Yeah, BC High called the timeout. Called the timeout with 4 seconds left. And they're going to kick the field goal. It's Keneally. He's got one already tonight. This is a 22-yard attempt. Out of the hold of Lane. The kick is up. And it is good. So BC High, on the strength of the field goal from Keneally, goes to a 20-12 lead. Touchdown and a 2-point conversion away. Big field goal at the start of this 4th quarter. The points were scored right at the end of the 3rd. And the Rams will get the ball to start this 4th quarter. Trailing 20-12.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
Just to recap, BC High ran out to a 17-0 lead. They had touchdowns from Rice, McCarron, a field goal from Keneally, 27-yard field goal. Then the Rams came back in the second half. In this 3rd quarter that just passed, they had a touchdown from Carroll on a long reception, and then a 1-yard run from Molander after a long reception from Jason O'Keefe down to the 1. In both cases, the extra point failed and the 2-point conversion failed, and then BC High just gets that 22-yard field goal from Keneally. That's how we're at 20-12 to start this 4th quarter. Keneally's going to kick away here. Windy night at W.B. Mason Stadium on the campus of Stonehill College. And he steps into it, high kick, and it's fielded by O'Keefe. Ball's on the turf. BC High seems to have got it. The ball's coughed up there. Costly turnover right at the end of the kickoff. And it was picked up by LaPointe. Josh LaPointe on special teams for BC High. Able to recover that kick. And so the turnovers continue to plague the Rams here in the early part of this season.
At the Marshfield 34-yard line.
We've just started the 4th quarter. And now BC High right back on offense from the 34. Galvin's got Rice in the backfield. 3 wide receivers out to the right, and he rolls in a little pass play out to Baron Broodsport. And we got a quick turnover there, and the ball is recovered by Jack Regan.
Now we have a flag on the play.
Flag goes up late.
But recovery.
Looked to be some kind of personal foul. We'll find out what the officials call. In any event, the Rams have the ball. Hit by Aiden True. Recovered by Regan.
Personal foul against BC High.
And it's going to go against BC High. We'll march that one off. Big turn of events here in this fourth quarter. Early stages of the fourth quarter. Jack Regan able to come up with that one. We had a little shoving incident after the play. 15 yards for a personal foul out to the 49. Anthony Molander in this Rams offense looking to get back into this game further. Man in motion is Couples. Molander keeps it. He's going to stagger just past the line of scrimmage. It's going to be second and a long 9. Plenty of time to go.
Well, I guess he gained 1. Second and 9.
Man in motion is Couples. Low snap. He takes the handoff from Molander. Slow developing play just gets him back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 9. 11 and a half minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Clock moving.
It'll make it 3rd down and 10.
Molander looks in for the play. 3rd and about 9 and a half. They got to get it down past the 41 of BC High. Molander's going to run right up the middle, and he picks up about 2 yards. Just into BC High territory. And the Rams have a decision to make.
Gain of 2 on the play. It'll bring up
quarterback is your punter, so
at the BC High 49-yard
see
line.
what they come up with here. Couples is in motion. O'Keefe now in motion. Hard count. Nobody jumps. Molander back, got a little bit of time, trying to find an open man. Gonna have to let it go, and he does so, and ball tipped away there by Kubera, and the Rams have turned it over on downs.
Pressure on the quarterback.
10 minutes to go on the nose.
Tommy O'Donnell and Tyler Ruffino.
Run the clock down a little bit. It's 9:54 to go in this fourth quarter. 20-12. BC High taking over just shy of their 49-yard line. Galvin out there. He's got Rice to his right. Snap. He looks down. He rolls to his left, throws it across. Ball's up in the air. Good coverage there from McAlpine. Baron Broodspot was the intended receiver.
Make it 2nd down and 10 from the 40.
It'll be 2nd and 10. 9:47 to go. Shotgun. Little dish there. Over to Rice. Rice picks up 5, 6, 7, almost 8 yards. Steps out of bounds after that little pitch. going to be third down and short. Third and about 3.
Gain of 7 on the play. Third and 3.
Galvin, 2 men in the backfield. And they'll give to Rice, who's going to dive forward and picks up maybe a half a yard. It's going to be fourth down and a little over a yard. Good defense there from the Rams. Scott and Ekstrom in on that. Casali also in there. Fourth and a little over a yard to go. Big play here for the defense. Little pitch again out to Rice, right contained, and then he picks it up. Picks up the first down to the 35. Good solid running there from Brody Rice, the senior. Looked like the Rams had it contained, and then he was able to slip through.
Eagles at the Marshfield 35-yard line.
8:47 to go in the ball game. BC High with an 8-point lead. They have the ball in Marshfield territory at the 35-yard line. Galvin has Rice with him to his right. He's been the man here in the second half. And he's going to take it and dive forward, picking up 2. Chewing up a little clock.
Rice on the carry.
Ball's going to sit
Gain of 3 on the play.
just inside the 33-yard line of Marshfield. It's going to be second down and 7. Clock running. Inside of 8 minutes. Rice in motion. Galvin gives it to the up back. That's Baron Brood spot, and he is taken down immediately by Salmaine and Chris Scott. Jumped all over him. No gain there. Going to be third down and a very long 7, almost 8. Got to get the ball down inside of the 25 to pick up a first down. On a windy night, it'll be an awfully long field goal, so this is likely 2-down territory. Rice in the backfield. And that pitch, Rice runs outside, down to just inside the 30 to the 29. Clock winds.
Brody Rice on the carry. Gain of 4 on the play. 3 will make it fourth down and 4. Just inside the Marshfield.
On fourth down, Eagles got to pick up 4 to extend this drive. 6.5 minutes to go and the clock running. Galvin taking his time. Clock ticks under 6:15. 6:10. And BC High takes a timeout. We'll take a timeout too and be right back with you on Marshfield Community Media.
Marshfield Community Media's coverage of MHS athletics is proudly presented by Be Home Fine Consignment. With locations in Marshfield and Duxbury, Be Home is your exclusive consignment shop displaying fine home furnishings, decorative accessories, and gifts. Be Home accepts consignment items that are high quality and in excellent condition, with the seller receiving 50% of the sale. Be Home is proud to support MCM's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics. If you would like to gain exposure by sponsoring the coverage of Marshfield High School athletics, please reach out to info@marshfieldcommunitymedia.com.
After the timeout, it's fourth down. Fourth down and 4 for BC High, just inside the 30, almost to the 29. They've got to get the ball past the 25 or the Rams will take over on downs. Galvin looks to throw. He's got a man, and it's tipped away. Solid defense there from Gio Joseph. Stuck with it, able to tap it away out of the intended receiver's hands, Marshall Rice. So the play by Joseph will turn the ball over to the Rams. Trail by 8. 5:43 to go in this one. Coming to you from Stonehill College at W.B. Mason Stadium.
First and 10 at their own.
Important drive for the Rams. Molander comes out with True in the backfield. Got a man in motion, that's Couples. Molander keeps himself and throws. Got a man on the move. That's Jason O'Keefe. Good night, nurse. He's in. Jason O'Keefe all the way in. Takes it all the way down. 70-yard play from Molander to O'Keefe. Just like that, the Rams back in it with a chance to tie with a completed two-point conversion. The senior O'Keefe. Second big pass play of the night from him. He had a big reception earlier that set up the second touchdown, which was a 1-yard run from Molander. So O'Keefe making his mark here again.
Marshfield will go for 2.
Senior leader. Molander comes in with the play for the two-point conversion. Rams have not converted yet on either an extra point or the two-point conversion. And they still trail by 2. Let's see what the call is. Rams are going to take a timeout and think about it. We'll take one too. Be right back with you for this two-point conversion. Don't leave us.
First time out of the half, they have 2 remaining.
Marshfield Community Media's coverage of MHS athletics is proudly presented by Be Home Fine Consignment. With locations in Marshfield and Duxbury, Be Home is your exclusive consignment shop displaying fine home furnishings, decorative accessories, and gifts. Be Home accepts consignment items that are high quality and in excellent condition, with the seller receiving 50% of the sale. Be Home is proud to support MCM's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics. If you would like to gain exposure by sponsoring the coverage of Marshfield High School athletics, please reach out to info@marshfieldcommunitymedia.com.
Coming out of the timeout, Rams going for 2 here. They trail by 2, 2018 at W.B. Mason Stadium at Stonehill College on a Friday night. Boys varsity football. Entertaining game, entertaining second half of the Rams. Here we go. 3 men in the backfield with Molander. They go in motion. O'Keefe in motion. Trug with the handoff. He looks to step inside, and he's brought down at the 2. So once the stutter step stopped, BC High closed in, and they were able to bring True down. 5:33 to go. Plenty of time left. Rams trailed by 2. They were trailing by 17 at the half. Cut it to 17-6 on the first play of the second half.
And with 5:33 remaining.
Charlie Carroll had that touchdown.
PCI 20,
Long
Marshfield
touchdown for
18.
Molander. Then after a long completion down to the one from O'Keefe, Molander just stepped in and backed into the end zone. And then just this last drive, O'Keefe, the long pass from Molander. In near 70-yard completion. Failed two-point conversion leaves us 2 points short with 5.5 to go. 5:33, Kelly to kick off. Kick is up straight down the middle, and it's going to take a bounce, and into the end zone it goes. Luckily, it didn't go out of bounds. So with the touchback, BC High will take over. Rams defense will look to come up big here. Much better from the defense in the second half. They've only given up 3 points. Generated a couple of turnovers along the way. Let's hope they can do it again. Solid defense tonight. Casali, Scott, Salmain, Ekstrom, Corbo, McAlpine, True, Regan, Devine. Galvin on the scamper. He's up to the 30 and taken down by Corbo and Regan, but able to pick up the first down out to the 31, almost 32-yard line. Clock runs.
First down. 1st and 10 at their own 32.
BC High in no hurry here, looking to take some ticks off of the clock. 1st and 10, Rice in the backfield, and he takes it, runs forward for about 4.
Brody Rice on the carry.
Brody Rice.
Gain of 3 on the play.
He's been the bell cow in the second half of this BC High offense. Picked up big yards when he needed them. Clock continues to wind. Inside of 4 minutes, almost 4.5 minutes. Rice in the backfield still. And Galvin takes a look to the sideline again. Gets his play, and it's a little pitch. And the Rams are going to pick up on that one. That's going to lose about a yard, if not 2. It's going to be a big 3rd down play coming up here. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Loss of 1 on the play to bring up 3rd down and 8.
Coming inside of 4 minutes. Rams need a stop. Salmain in the game. And Galvin rolls to his right, still looking upfield, still thinks he's going to throw. He does throw down, and he's picked off. Picked off just in front of the Marshfield bench. That's Pina with his 2nd interception of the game. Andre Pina. Huge play for the Rams with yet another turnover. Galvin held on to the ball and held on as he rolled right, and at the last second got greedy and threw it downfield, and Pina said thank you very much. 3:18 to go. A jubilant Rams bench jumping up and down for Pina.
Let's have a nice round of applause for the Marshfield
Rams with a chance here. Trailing by 2. Got to go 48 yards, or at least get into some good field goal range. 3:18 to go. A windy night at W.B. Mason Stadium at Stonehill College in northeastern Massachusetts. 2 men in the backfield, got a man in motion, and the give is to True. True finds his way to the right, down inside the 40-yard line, down to the 39. just shy of the first down. It's going to be second down and short. Clock will roll. Need to pick up a yard here for the first down. Man in motion is Couples. He's going to take it and go to his left. Sets up field, steps up, and down to the 32-yard line. First down, Rams. Clock will stop while they set the sticks. Good running there from Nick Couples.
Carry would be good for a Marshfield first down.
Rams need to hold on to the ball here. Late stages, 20-18. Exciting stuff. Both teams looking for their first win tonight. Molander got a man in motion. That's Carroll. He scored the first touchdown of the game. True in the backfield. True takes the handoff. He spins forward, picks up about 2. Down to the 30. Clock will continue to wind. Coming up on 2 minutes.
Tom Cabrera leading the charge. They give him 2, I guess.
Second down. And the give is to O'Keefe. He turns upfield and hangs on to the ball and brings it down to the 27-yard line, 28, where they're going to spot it.
David Trimwell along with
Just
Cameron
inside
King
of the
on that
28.
stop. Third down.
2-down territory for the Rams here. Man in motion, that's Couples. He takes, and Molander keeps it himself, fakes it, brings it down forward just beyond the first down marker. It's a first down for the Rams at the 21-yard line. Good hard running from Molander. Gets the first down. Minute and a half to go. And we got a flag. We had some movement on the Marshfield line off of the hard count. It's going to stop the clock and make it 1st and 15.
Marshfield, 5-yard penalty.
From the 26.
Moves the ball back to the BC High.
Yep, 26-yard line, 1:10 to go.
1st and 15.
Lots of movement there. True in the backfield. He takes the pitch. He's looking upfield. He's looking to throw. He's got a man. He's got a man, and that man is Carroll. Carroll in for the touchdown. Charlie Carroll with his 2nd touchdown of the game. Prancing around in the end zone. Charlie Carroll has staked the Rams to a lead. We're inside of a minute to go in this one, and the Rams have just taken their first lead of the ball game, 24-20. 53 seconds on the clock. Halfback option. Aiden True, the backup running back, rolled to his right and found the streaking Carroll down the sideline, who picks up his 2nd touchdown of the game. True to Carroll. You can't make this stuff up. 4-point lead for the Rams. You would think they would go for 2 here, which they will, to make it a 6-point game. And they're going to take a timeout and think about it. We'll take one as well and be right back with you with the snap of the ball for the 2-point conversion after the touchdown from Carroll.
Marshfield Community Media's coverage of MHS athletics is proudly presented by Be Home Fine Consignment. With locations in Marshfield and Duxbury, Be Home is your exclusive consignment shop displaying fine home furnishings, decorative accessories, and gifts. Be Home accepts consignment items that are high quality and in excellent condition, with the seller receiving 50% of the sale. Be Home is proud to support MCM's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics. If you would like to gain exposure by sponsoring the coverage of Marshfield High School athletics, please reach out to info@marshfieldcommunitymedia.com.
Here we go with the 2-point conversion. Man in motion. Molander gives it to True, who runs into the middle and kind of staggers along True, but it eats up a few seconds at the very least. So the 2-point conversion fails. The Rams have a 4-point lead, which means they can't be hurt by the field goal, by the leg of Kennelly. BC High is going to have to take it all the way here. and the 2-point conversion being an untimed play. 53 seconds to go. Rams, Tom Kelly will be the kicker. Aiden True with a pass, a halfback option to Charlie Carroll. Carroll strolls in for his second touchdown of the game. He was wide open, just had to wait on it and reel it in. Rams have their first lead of the game, and they waited until inside of a minute to take it. Here comes Kelly, puts his toe into it, and it takes a bounce, and it's going to go out of bounds, just what they didn't need. Ball will be all the way out to the 40-yard line after the kick goes out of bounds.
BC High will take the ball at the 35. First and 10 from the 35.
To the 35. The sticks have it wrong. Now they're moving back. It didn't make sense to me they were out to the 40, but I was just following the sticks. So here's your scenario. 53 seconds to go. Rams 4-point lead. This is Galvin. Galvin looks to pass, launches one up, and that's going to go into the Marshfield bench. 2nd and 10. Second and 10 from the 35. This Rams defense looks to hold on. They've only given up 3 points in this second half. Much better effort in the second half. And the offense has come alive with 24 points. And now the defense just hopes they can hold on. Rice in the backfield with Galvin. 46 seconds on the clock. Galvin looks downfield. He's looking for a man. He rolls to his right. Rolling, still rolling. Plenty of time, nearly picked off. It was Russell who stepped in front of that. Actually, Joe Corbo stepped in front of that one. Able to break that pass up. It's 3rd and 10 now. Rams defense and the Rams bench jumping up and down. The Rams defense waving to their crowd, trying to get them motivated. 37 seconds to go. 3rd and 10. Galvin throws a little pass across the middle. Rice wrapped up there. Aiden True in on that tackle. Ekstrom in on the tackle. McCarthy in on that one. 4th down. BC High looking to move fast. Galvin rolls to his right, looks downfield. He's got a man. He's picked up that first down. First down down to the 45. And that was Toland, who's had some big receptions in this second half. He bails out his quarterback. First down. Galvin hung in there and threw a pass to Toland. And we're down inside of 10 seconds to go. 9 seconds on the clock. He launches one to the end zone, Galvin, and the pass is brought down. I'm going to say they're going to call that incomplete. They call it incomplete, and that's going to do it. The Rams celebrate all over the field here at WB Mason Stadium in Stonehill. Massive comeback in the second half. They were down 17-0 at the half and come all the way back and win this one 24-20. Jubilant Rams on the field here. Charlie Carroll with 2 touchdowns. O'Keefe with a couple of big receptions. Molander with a touchdown. Can't say enough about this Rams character coming back in this one. And they're going to take this one home back to Marshfield, beating BC High A dejected bunch who looked like they had this one in control. The Rams will play Bridgewater-Raynham next Friday night at 7 p.m. at Anderson Field in Marshfield. We'll have it for you here. Want to thank Heather on the camera, Sean at the board. Big win for the Rams tonight. Final score for the final time, Marshfield 24, BC High 20. David Snow signing off. We'll see you, sports fans.
Marshfield Community Media's coverage of MHS athletics is proudly presented by Be Home Fine Consignment. With locations in Marshfield and Duxbury, Be Home is your exclusive consignment shop displaying fine home furnishings, decorative accessories, and gifts. Be Home accepts consignment items that are high quality and in excellent condition, with the seller receiving 50% of the sale. Be Home is proud to support MCM's coverage of Marshfield High School athletics. If you would like to gain exposure by sponsoring the coverage of Marshfield High School athletics, please reach out to info@marshfieldcommunitymedia.com.